What's good, everybody? It's late. It is late. But that's all right. My original plan for the night kind of went out the window. So I'm like, well, I'm going to do an all signs. So I decided to do, um, work check ins, see what's going on in the business sector of things. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, what I was originally going to do tonight kind of went out the window. But that's all right. Hey, Amal. Hey, Alessandra. Alessandra, what's good? How's all my night owls? Hey, Diane. Hey, Fallen Raven. What's good? Oh, I'm in such a good mood. In such a good mood to do work readings, okay? These are going to be super quick, just checking in on your current focus, obstacles, things of that nature, okay? What's good? I'm in such a good mood, guys. I mean, okay, so I went to record the lyrics to my song and the mic wouldn't work. So I did order a new mic from Amazon, so it should be here by Friday. That's irritating, man. I'm a Gemini. I'm the most impatient person ever. When I say this is what I want to do, this is when I'm doing it, and that doesn't happen, that's a test, man. Irritates me, but that's okay. We're gonna be somewhat productive tonight and do some readings. You know what I'm saying? Hey, Juan. Hey, Amal. All right, so guys, I'm gonna get right to it, and we're gonna start with Aries. Okay. What do we have for Aries, universe, spirits, and guides? What do we have for Aries? Hey, Sharon. What's good, beautiful? My African mother. What do we have for Aries currently? Ooh, so currently Aries in the work sector of things, we have the Six of Pentacles and the Queen of Pentacles in reversed. So I feel like you have, it doesn't have to be a female, but you definitely have someone in your life, Aries, that is either taking advantage of you or is really manipulating you to give them what they know you'll give them, okay? With the Six of Pentacles, I really do see you giving your all to a situation because you see potential, whether this is in business, but I feel like you definitely have, whether it's a boss, partner, someone of that nature, they're definitely manipulating you, or this is someone that is really draining your pockets, okay? They're draining your pockets. I also get an idea here, Aries, where despite the lack of balance and the lack of stability that's in your current work situation, you're still giving your all to it. This is that energy where you're investing to progress. You may be even going in debt to get something that you really desire, but that's because you see potential. But just keep in mind that you don't want to drain yourself. You always want to be in it for the long run and the long game, not just short-term success, right? So make sure you're not draining your pockets completely, that you're ending up on the streets, okay? What should Aries' main focus be in regards to work? Ooh, the Eight of Wands. Give me another card on the Eight of Wands, please. We have the Six of Cups, Hierophant in reverse, and the Ten of Wands in reverse. So Aries, you're so nervous here, okay? The Six of Cups in regards to work, this is like really trusting your inner child, trusting your roots, okay? And the Eight of Wands is all about passion and not really second guessing your inner passions and your inner desires. And I feel like you had been really giving your all to a situation, but it has become very logical. It has become very mundane, and it's really depriving you of that passion that's needed for ultimate success. With the Ten of Wands in reverse and the Hierophant in reverse, you may feel like it's unconventional or just not. I feel like you're worried to add any passion or add any authenticity to your position or to your business because you feel like it's not practical. But sometimes the quirkiest of people become successful because of that quirkiness, right? And I feel like you're nervous to add your passions and your authentic self into whatever it is you're doing because you feel like that's not what the people want. Okay? You're scared to take that responsibility and follow through with your passions to the fullest. Right now, like say if you're doing music, you're making the songs, you're putting out music, but you're starting to be concerned about what other people want rather than what's authentic to you and that connects with you on a deep level. So you're just kind of blending in, right? So with the Hierophant in reversed as well, Aries, I feel like this is you struggling to trust yourself and trust your spirituality in regards to your business. Because like I said, I also get here, especially with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse, you could have someone in your ear, Aries. There's someone in your ear trying to make you, shift in a direction because that's what they feel is best, and I feel like this child on this card, there's this child and he's kind of like doing whatever anyone tells him to do. He has such a open mind. He has such a, you're in a position where you really do want success. So I feel like you may be listening to opinions too much to the point that you're stealing from your own authenticity and desires. So whoever this Queen of Pentacles is in reverse is for you, Aries. Just be careful that you're not taking other people's opinions to the point of changing completely your direction of your passions, because it's just going to make you blend in with everybody else, because that's what most people do in this world, right? Is do what they think people want, and then they do blend in. So just be wary of people that are in your ear, Aries, and feeling like they know what's best for you. Okay. So that went really long. I was hoping to make these quick, but yeah, just believe in yourself, because you're starting to not believe in yourself. You're starting to, you're Aries. You just go after whatever you want. Okay. Just be careful that you're not shifting the direction because you feel like that's not what the people want. Right. So I hope that made sense. That was really long. So, all right. Hey, kitty cat. So Taurus. What do we have for Taurus, universe, spirits, and guides? In regards to work. Sorry, guys, I'm pretty slack tonight. I'm slow. It's late, though, and we're just chilling. What do we have for Taurus? Taurus's current energies. In regards to their work, what is Taurus's current energies in regards to their work, universe, spirits, and guides? The Knight of Cups in reverse and the Hangman in reverse. So the Knight of Cups in reverse would be saying that you're having a hard time connecting to your heart. You're having a hard time opening up your creativity side of things, right? You may feel uninspired. You may possibly even feel currently like you don't even know what direction you're taking. And I feel like you're also in a position, Taurus, where you're an autopilot. It's like you're not even taking a moment to realize that the creativity just isn't there, or the inspiration just isn't there. You're just going to work, going home, going to work, going home, Netflix chill. It's just like you're not even taking a moment to consider something else with the Hangman in reverse. And you may feel like this is something that you need to do, because the Hangman in reverse can also be about temporary sacrifices. With the Six of Wands at the bottom as well, you could have a lot of people that look up to you, or there's a lot of people with their eyes on you, so you feel like you have to kind of go in autopilot or do what's expected. But there's definitely an element here where you're uninspired, you're bored, you're not in tune with your creativity, you're not in tune with what makes you happy. But I feel like you're not even recognizing how bored you are with the Hangman in reverse. You're not, This is what happens when people become depressed and they're not sure why, but they're just bored. Okay. What is the biggest obstacle in Taurus's career and work? Biggest obstacle for Taurus. What is Taurus's biggest obstacle, universe, spirits, and guides? Jeez Louise. We have the Three of Swords as your biggest obstacle, with the Nine of Wands. So the Three of Swords, outside of love, this is saying that you feel tied to a situation. You feel tied to this. With the Nine of Wands, you're very guarded, you're very determined, here to make something work. You're very determined to make a job work. You're determined to make school work because you've been doing it for 2 years, maybe, who knows? You're just determined. You feel tied to something here. So I feel like even if there's a part of you that feels bored and feels broken, feels empty inside, you're still determined. You may see future opportunity or future growth in this if you can just keep with it. But again, regardless of the position and regardless of the success, there is a part of you that feels uninspired. So you may want to consider just reevaluating and seeing where you can add inspiration into your life, even if it's not the job shifts, but adding creativity in another outlet, right? Because right now you're bored, and continuing a job, career, or path like this, you're just going to dry up. You're going to be bored, you're going to be cranky, and you don't have to be tied to one set way of doing things. You can add elements of creativity in other aspects of your life, right? So what should Taurus's main focus be? Well, we have the Strength in reverse and the Judgment in reverse. So I feel like you need to stop making assumptions about how something will work out if you decide to take a risk. You're definitely having a hard time taking a risk. You're lacking courage. You're lacking this is so cliche and so vague, but you're lacking the strength and boldness to be able to take a step in another direction because you are making assumptions. This is like you are cutting yourself short, basically, in regards to your work, because you feel, well, everybody else is doing this. Nobody's going to want to see me do it, blah, 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 blah. You're cutting yourself short, and you're tying yourself to something that's going to be long-term self-sabotage because you're bored, okay? So I feel in regards to your focus, this is more so taking a step back, and in those moments where it's just you and your thoughts, really just looking at your situation right now and trying to figure out, how can I add some form of creativity and individuality into my life right now? Because that's how people do just get run down with the world, and that's how people do start to hate life and hate the world, because they got lost in something that they felt tied to, forgetting that they actually have a spirit inside them that needs to thrive. It needs to be fed. I'm so weird, guys. I'm sorry I talk weird. Rose, what the fuck are you talking about? Anyway, excuse my language, but yeah, I feel like you just need to stop making assumptions about you and the spirit within you, okay? And realize you're not tied to anything unless you let yourself be, okay? Okay, my beautiful and sexy Taurus. So what do we have for Gemini? Yeah, it's nice to see all my late birds that actually care about their work life. I love you guys. What do we have for Gemini? What is Gemini's current energies in work? Current energies for Gemini. 8 of Swords and the 3 of Pentacles, Gemini. So you already have your focus. You already have your destination point. Okay, you may be really finding a lot of people right now that works well with you, or that's working toward the same goal. The 3 of Pentacles is, the element of collaborating with people that, are working towards the same destination. But right now with that 3 of Pentacles, they're all looking up, right? They're all looking up, they're admiring. And I feel like whatever situation you're in right now, Gemini, it's like your focus is there. You see the potential, you see possible, you may see growth already, and it got you excited, okay? But with the 8 of Swords, you're getting stuck in your head about it. You're overthinking, you're restricting yourself. You may be cutting yourself short. If you sell, if you make bows, for example, you make bows. Maybe you're only charging $2 when you can charge like $12. You're cutting yourself short. I do feel like you are restricting yourself to a point, Gemini, because you don't trust yourself and you don't trust, what you have to offer. Okay. The law of attraction, the only thing anything is anything. The only reason something is $10 or $1,000 for a similar item, just different logo, is because someone said so. Someone had enough faith to be like, this is how much it costs. Okay. You just have to stop overthinking, stop, not trusting yourself and what you have to offer and what your dream is. Because like I said, with that 3 of Pentacles, you already know what your focus is. You may already have people that work well with you, or who you want on your team. You just got to have faith and not overthink it and restrict yourself, okay? What is Gemini's biggest obstacle in regards to work? What is Gemini's biggest obstacle in regards to work, universe, spirits, and guides? The Tower. Okay. Tell me about the Tower. What I get from this, Gemini, with this being your biggest obstacle, I feel like something went down. Okay, you could literally be rebuilding something or recreating something. You're starting from ground zero in regards to your work. Maybe you shift jobs. Maybe you got fired from a position. You know, this is you completely starting from the bottom. And that may be stressful. It's stressful to completely restart a project or start a new job when you've been so used to the same income and having faith in hours and things of that nature. So with the Tower being your biggest obstacle, this is more so the universe saying like, yeah, the Tower fell, but now we're giving you a new destination, a new focus point. You just have to trust it and not overthink it and burn that Tower down, okay? The universe is giving you a starting point. You just have to trust it. This Tower, it may be chaotic in your work life right now, or you may be having a hard time trusting it. But you just got to allow that Tower to be rebuilt, okay? What should Gemini's focus be in regards to their work? The Three of Wands in reverse. So you may have spent a lot of time investing your energy into something previously that just did not go the way you had hoped. You know, the Three of Wands in reverse can simply represent boredom. Okay, you could have got bored in a situation, whether that's in, you know, entrepreneurism or at a job, and you really need to trust the fact that you were meant to walk away from the situation. Okay, this is your focus. There's something here you need to walk away from in order to rebuild a new, stable, solid Tower. And like I said, you already have your eye on it. You already know that focus point. You already have the target, right? You just got to give it your all and not restrict yourself. Don't cut yourself short. Right? You are the creator of your own life. You're the creator of how people see you, how people perceive you, and anything's possible. You can't look at yourself any differently than any celebrity in the world. And I know that sounds like a cocky thing to say, but that's just the reality. We all have, I mean, undermining yourself is undermining the universe, right? We are all the universe. We may not be God, but we all have bits of the universe within us, and that is freaking powerful. So your main focus should be walking away from something that it just wasn't going the way that you had hoped, right? You got bored. So, shit's going down for Gemini. Okay. What's good, guys? I love to see my late birds. All right, so what do we have for Cancer? What are Cancer's current energies in regards to work, universe, spirits, and guides? What are Cancer's current energies in regards to work? The Knight of Swords in reversed is your current energies, Cancer. So, give me one more card for the Knight of Swords in reverse for Cancer with the Fool in reversed. So you keep talking yourself out of communicating with someone, applying for a job possibly. With the Fool in reversed, it's like you're nervous here. You don't trust your intuition enough to take action in a direction. You're lacking clarity. You may be lacking communication from specific people, which is causing you to lack faith as well. I do feel like this is you having a hard time as well taking charge of your own life enough to make your own personal decisions, because the Knight of Swords upright, it can simply represent taking charge of your life, moving in a direction because that is your truth, right? And you may be having a hard time understanding your own personal truth right now in regards to work and what is right for you, right? Which is why you're kind of holding back in taking any action, making any changes, applying for promotions, whatever it may be. You're just holding back, right? You're nervous. You don't trust your intuition enough yet to make any drastic changes. What is the obstacle right now? The Star in reversed and the Ten of Pentacles. So you have a lot on your plate, Cancer. You may have family. You may have a lot of responsibility, Cancer. You may have spent a long time building up a foundation, doing a certain position. But it's like you're having a hard time having both. Sorry, guys, it's late. You're having a hard time having faith in whatever direction you have been in because you don't see a future in it anymore. You don't see. It's like thinking about doing what you're doing right now in the future just bores you and makes you sad. It kind of just kicks the life out of you in a sense, but I feel like you're not trusting that feeling. But yeah, right now with the Ten of Pentacles, your family life, your stability, it's not bad, but it's lacking that oomph. It's lacking that passion, that emotions. I mean, Cancers, you guys are amazing for the fact that the main reason any Cancer celebrity or anyone gets big is because they express themselves with so much passion and so much emotion. You have all this emotion for a reason, and it's meant to be expressed in a very productive and creative way, right? And right now, whatever you're doing, it's not allowing you to express yourself freely in a very creative way. And, I just feel like, there could be something going on within your family or within your relationship that's causing you to lack hope as well. Maybe there's a disalignment here between you and people that you hang out with on a day-to-day basis, whether that's a partner or family. But you definitely need to keep an eye on who is in your space, Cancer, because right now you're so disconnected with your own personal truth that it makes you wonder why. Because you got to remember that everyone we surround ourselves with, we absorb energies from the people we're around, right? And if we're absorbing energies from people that don't even have faith in us, we just have to be careful, right? Sometimes we think we're not good enough because people around us think we're not good enough when they don't know shit. Okay. What? Are they living their best life? Are they happy? Like, you just have to spend some time with yourself, I feel, in this week, Cancer, and really truly understand what your truth is and what you're needing. Because right now your home life is what's impacting your happiness and your sense of direction when it comes to your work. And it's causing you to really have a hard time making any changes. Okay. So what should Cancer's focus be? One more card, please, for Cancer's focus. Oh, so I feel... Well, Cancer. I feel like you honestly need to take control here in a situation. We do have the King of Pentacles in reverse, and the King of Pentacles in reverse is a very nasty fellow, but he is very determined, okay? He's very determined. He may be somewhat greedy because he has reason to be. I do feel like there's a sense of, or there's a lack of stability or balance. There's a lack of happiness in general. There's a lack of celebration. There's a lack of positivity and support in your current situation. And I do feel, not that you need to be an ass, okay? But there's a need to take control in a more confined way, not needing the emotional support from the ones around you. Because I swear to God, Cancer, if you're expecting people to support you in your current space, I don't feel like you're going to get it, okay? And I do feel like there's a need to, even if you're in a situation, if you're in a relationship, to really put 100% accountability on yourself to say, I'm in charge of my energy right now. I'm in charge of my outcome. And you just need to be greedy with your thoughts. You need to be greedy with your actions, because I don't feel like you're going to get the support or emotional, fill from the people around you right now. So I feel, Cancer, especially if you have someone in your space that's really manipulative or enjoys, talking crap to you or enjoys making you feel down on yourself. There's a lot of sick relationships out there like that. You got to be wary of that and make sure you're in 100% understanding of your energy and know that you're in control. And to be greedy right now, you need to be a little bit selfish right now, especially if there's people picking your pockets, trash talking you on the daily. Okay. Sorry. Thank you, Liam, for that super chat. I really appreciate that. I hope that makes sense. You just need to be greedy. Okay, because I feel like the more you expect right now from the ones around you, the more support you expect, or approval, the more disappointed you're going to be, and that's just going to impact your vibration. Okay, and I feel you, man. Do you know what? Listen, I'm the most optimistic person you will meet. I'm the most positive. I'm not saying I'm the most positive person you will meet, but I'm pretty optimistic. And I've lived my whole life being surrounded by small-minded people. I'm not going to lie. And it's a struggle. Put those earphones on, put that music in your ears, and don't let anybody take any optimism away from you. Okay? I swear to God, you may wake up every day with someone that thinks the smallest way possible, and it's frustrating. But that's not reality. That's just their reality, and look where they are. Okay? So you got to just take responsibility for yourself and not feel bad for wanting to live your own life. So I feel like I'm talking so much in these. I'm going to come on and do quick readings. And no, this girl can't be quick. I can't be quick. I'm sorry. Anyways, what do we have for Leo? What do we have for Leo? What is Leo's current energies in regards to work? Four of Cups, Star in reverse, and the High Priestess in reverse. So Leo, you're kind of sooky. You're not liking the outcome in a situation. Okay? I mean, the Four of Cups right in the middle of these two cards makes no wonder, right? You're having a hard time listening to your intuition for one. You're all sooky. Okay, sorry for I don't mean to sound harsh. I'm like this with myself. I told myself, like, bitch, stop being sooky, okay? Anyways, you're not liking the outcome. But this energy is going to bring more negativity. It's going to bring more oppressed energy. It's going to bring more depression or overthinking, whatever it may be. So just understand that this energy, feeling like you missed opportunities or feeling like something didn't work out the way you had hoped, it's just going to bring more types of situations like that. So just be wary of that. And then with the Star in reverse, you're lacking a sense of direction. You're lacking hope in regards to your work life. Maybe you're constantly talking about how it would be nice to do this and do that, but you just don't see a direction or you don't see potential. But that's not because that's fact. That's just because you're having a hard time having confidence in yourself enough to be able to pursue a direction. So you're cutting yourself short. Okay. You're already failing before you even start. That's what this energy is. You're already failing before you even start. Because you're not listening to your intuition. So, what is the biggest obstacle for Leo? That's way too many, but this one flipped up. So we got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. Let's get one more card for the biggest obstacle for Leo. And the Queen of Wands in reverse, because you're not taking the action, Leo. This is like you're constantly saying, I wish this could happen. I wish that could happen. I wish I had more money. Oh, all these people make this money and I don't make that money. So that's because you're not taking the action needed. With the Queen of Wands in reverse, you may be, the Queen of Wands in reverse is very disconnected with herself. She doesn't realize her potential as one because, for one, she's disconnected with her intuition. She's disconnected with her potential. She doesn't have the confidence. So I feel like confidence is a huge obstacle for you right now, Leo. Okay, you may feel like if I did try to do this, nobody would care. Nobody would like me. I would look crazy. So again, you're cutting yourself short before you even start. You're not taking the action needed is your biggest obstacle. But that's because you don't have the confidence. You don't feel like this could work out in your favor. It could be a matter of timing where you don't feel like it's the right time. But it's one of those things, like it's not even about timing in regards to work. It's more so just persistence. Doing something, even if you don't get paid a dime, doing something as if it's your job. And I feel like you really need to focus on resetting your mindset this week, Leo, in regards to your work. Wake up every day saying, I'm the shit. Do you know what I do? I just wake up, I put some DMX on. X gon' bring it to you. Guys, I'm like constantly pumping myself up. You have to look in the mirror and be like, damn, you are the shit. I don't care who you are. I don't care how ugly you think you are. I don't care how, I don't care if you feel like you're the least talented person out there. You got talent, I can promise you. Have you ever seen Honey Boo Boo? I don't care who you are. There's a place in this world for everybody to be successful in what you want to do. And right now, your confidence is definitely taking a hit. And the Queen of Wands in reverse, whatever you're doing right now, Leo, you may feel like, you're doing the right thing, but I feel like, again, you're cutting yourself short. One thing, I know I'm talking a lot, guys, I'm so sorry. But one thing I really notice, okay, if you want to be successful, you need to have the mindset of someone that's already successful doing that. So however that may mean, what's a good example? Like, say if you want to be a celebrity, for example, you need to have the mindset of a celebrity. You need to think like a celebrity for you, Like, how do I explain this without sounding like a bitch? I don't know, man. You just have to have the mindset of the person that would already be successful. Like, no matter what you want to do, you want to be a doctor, you want to be, I don't know, you want a promotion, you want to be a boss at your job. Well, you got to think like that, right? You got to think like that. You got to have that mindset of the person that's already succeeding in whatever it is you're wanting to do. And you need to, because those actions will follow. Okay? Because once you start thinking like the person that you want to be, you're going to start acting differently. Okay? That's true law of attraction right there. Putting your energy, pulling your ass out of this energy, Leo, the 4 of Cups, feeling like you're not good enough, having a lot of insecurities, feeling like you're missing out on opportunities left, right, and center, and making your own opportunities, paving your own roads, thinking the way someone would think if they were already in that position, okay? Because your confidence is an issue. And you got to remember, I don't care who you are, okay? Look at Lil Wayne, man. I don't get it. But he's confident as freak, as fudge. Okay, he's confident. And that's why he is where he is. It doesn't matter how disconfident you are. You have to make people think that you are confident. Okay? I'm sorry, guys. I'm just rambling now. You got to take the action, because right now your biggest obstacle is the lack of action, insecurity within yourself, and constantly acknowledging the missed opportunities rather than acknowledging the opportunities that already exist that you need to take accountability for. Okay? So let's get what your focus should be. What should Leo's focus be? What should Leo's focus be? We have the 2 of Pentacles in reverse and the 10 of Wands. So there needs to be a decision made that is going to require a lot of change, a lot of shifts. The 10 of Wands is about taking on that responsibility that's needed. Okay? So again, this is you willing to fight for something despite the lack of balance it may cause in your life. But the 2 of Pentacles in another deck, when it's in reverse, it's like the metamorphosis stage. It's a lot of change. It's like coming out of a cocoon, but it will get you places, right? There is definitely a decision that needs to be made. You need to stir the pot a little bit, right? Yeah, it may throw you off balance, but you will adjust, And with the 10 of Wands, this is about taking on responsibilities, holding yourself accountable for your success, because I swear to God, if you expect anyone to be there and pat your back every time you succeed, you're going to fail, okay? You need to understand your worth, because if you don't, the world's going to tear you apart. I'm just saying. But yeah, this is about taking on the responsibility and knowing that you are the only one that's in control of your outcome in regards to work, okay? So I hope that helped. Here's the deal in their chart. All right, so what do we have for Virgo? Current energies for Virgo. Current energies for Virgo in work. Something flipped up. 8 of Swords. You're restricting yourself. I feel like everybody's getting this stuff, man. 8 of Swords, you're restricting yourself. You're overthinking. You're cutting yourself short. You're fearing something that has no need to fear, okay? The 8 of Swords, it's like you're scared to take off that blindfold, because if you take it off, you'll realize you can just walk away, okay? You can just walk away. There's nothing to be scared of. Those swords aren't swinging at her. There's wide open space to move around. Okay, so you're definitely restricting yourself here. You're stuck in your head. Give me another card on current energies for Virgo. With the Death card in reverse, you're having a hard time letting go of something here with the Death in reverse. So Virgo, I feel like you're going through a huge shift here in energies, okay? And with the Eight of Swords and the Death in reverse, I feel like you're fearing change. You're fearing letting something die. You're fearing letting go of an old you, possibly. You're fearing, you know, a change. It's pretty point blank, right? What is the biggest obstacle for Virgo? Knight of Wands in reverse. So there's a lack of passion in your life right now. There's a lack of action as well in regards to your passions. Give me one more card for the biggest obstacle. Damn, that threw out. Yeah. So the biggest obstacle right now, Virgo, Four of Pentacles, Knight of Wands in reverse. There's a lack of action because you're scared of losing what you've worked very hard for. The Four of Pentacles, it's like, yeah, your current situation is all right. Financially, it's all right. You got stability going for you, but you're fearing taking action in any other direction because you don't want to lose it, right? You're scared if you drop those coins, you won't get it back. Okay. So, you know, your biggest obstacle simply is, you know, the lack of action. The in and out thought process, should I do it? Should I not? But you're not going to do it because you're holding on to it, right? You're holding on to the short-term success. You know, you're having a hard time seeing the big picture in regards to your work. Give me another card with the King of Wands. I feel like, you know, Virgo, you already know what you're passionate about. There may be a direction already that intrigues you, that makes you excited. You may have someone in your life as well that excites you to take action in a direction as well. Or there could be a Leo as well that you're holding on to as well. The King of Wands is Leo energy, or there could be a Leo impacting your life. They could be the ones exciting you. But I feel like, you know, you're overthinking your own love for something here, and you're scared to let go of something because of the lack of stability it may bring into your life. So everything has risks, to be honest with you. You need to be able to take risks. What should Virgo's focus be? Listening to your intuition should be your focus. So really meditating, connecting with yourself, connecting with your higher self, knowing your fullest potential as well, right? The High Priestess, she may not talk about it. She may close off to people. She may not talk herself up or talk a big game, but she knows very well what her potential is. You know, she's very connected. So I feel like right now, Virgo, your intuition is trying to talk to you about a situation, you know, trying to talk to you. And the High Priestess as well is about, you know, knowing your highest potential, you know. So I feel like you're scared to let go of an old you to embrace your highest potential here. So your main focus, like I said, should be just understanding it, at least yourself. You don't have to take action just yet. You don't have to open up. You don't have to tell people. Just understanding yourself so you can gain control of the situation and be able to take action long term. Okay? Okay. What do we have for Libra? What is Libra's current energies? I need to. Okay. What do we have for Libra's current energies in regards to work and business? Business. Ooh, Libra, what's good? The Devil card wanted to come out. I don't always see this as a bad card, to be honest with you, in regards to work. So let's see what else comes out with it. Because, you know, it depends. Let's see. Let's get one more card on this Devil energy for Libra's current focus. With the Four of Wands and Temperance. Yeah, so I feel like right now, Libra, your current energy, I honestly I don't know why I get a good vibe with the Devil card. Like, that's so weird. I get a good vibe here. I feel like this is determination, determined. especially with the Four of Wands and the Temperance. I feel like you found a direction, Libra, that you really want to go towards. And I feel right now with the Devil card, you may have, some people trying to hold you back or trying to restrict you. This could be you as well and your thoughts just restricting you. Or it's like the Devil can also represent insecurities and letting all those thoughts in the back of your head really get at you. Or you could be letting people's opinions get into your head a little bit too easily. In another deck, the Devil is literally a stairway up to the wide open brain of ours. You could be letting too many opinions or views of you. Maybe you have a YouTube channel and you're letting those hate comments get at you too easy or something like that. So just keep that in mind. But I do get a determined energy here. I feel like you're very determined to have balance and having a reason to celebrate and have a toast to something you're working toward right now. You are being very patient. I do feel like you're also being very diligent in whatever direction you are pursuing. Just keep in mind to not pay no mind to the opinions, pay no mind to defending yourself. If you're working toward a direction, Libra, you don't need to defend yourself. You don't need to defend yourself to the haters or people that don't agree with you. It's none of their business. If they're not supporting you, then get the fuck on. Okay? Bye. Like, you don't need to pay any mind to them, like, at all. I'm just saying. And I'm not gonna lie. People may disagree. Even if your partner is your biggest hater. Do you know how many people are in relationships where their partner is their biggest hater or their partner is the person that tears them down the most? Flee, okay? Don't listen. Don't listen to them. Don't allow people to impact your vibration, okay? So what is the biggest obstacle for Libra? Biggest obstacle for Libra, universe, spirits, and guides. Hierophant in reverse, not having faith in yourself, questioning yourself, doubting yourself. If the universe has been pushing you in a certain direction or, encouraging you, this could be, like I said, doubting yourself, doubting your intuition, doubting your spirituality, starting to pick out the flaws in every possible outcome that could happen, right? That's your biggest obstacle, is doubting yourself and not having faith in the direction that you are pursuing. Because right now, like I said, you're determined, but you have to always understand, no matter what you're doing in regards to work, there's always going to be people that's against you. There's always going to be your boyfriend, your girlfriend talking shit because they don't understand. They're thinking small, right? There's going to be friends, family, that's always saying, oh, well, you've done that before, haven't you? There's always those small-minded people. You have got to ignore them. You have to separate yourself, and you have to realize that that's not who you are. Whoever you are is who you say you're going to be. And the actions will follow. Okay. So it's all about reshifting the mindset. And I feel like right now you are in a good mindset, Libra, but not allowing anything to impact that whatsoever. Okay. So what should Libra's main focus be? What should Libra's main focus be, universe, spirits, and guides? Queen of Swords in reverse. Slaying. Slay. Slay. Speak, like, I'm sorry, but you don't need to be nice to people that are rude to you. You don't need to be nice to people that are hating on you. And I'm not saying you should cause an argument, but shut that door. Don't allow these people in your space. Don't allow these people to feel like they have any say or right to what direction you're taking or to where you want your life to be going. Okay, you really need to cut some shit out of your life here. Especially if you have already spoke it how it is. This is what I'm wanting. This is what I'm needing. Maybe you're in a relationship and you don't like the direction of your job. Maybe you want to shift jobs and your partner's giving you a hard time. If you need to speak truth, and if you already spoke truth, Libra, if you spoke it how it is, and people are still in your ear trying to tear you down, cut them out. And you can be in a relationship, you can be living with someone, and you can ignore them like perfect. You don't even need to entertain people that are hating on you. I don't care what a relationship is to anybody else. To me, if your partner is hating on you or tearing you down or trying to discourage you in any freaking direction, that's not love. And they don't have any right to get in your head. Okay? So if you're in a relationship and you have someone and you're thinking everything's a joke, put some headphones on or get away. People can't argue with someone that doesn't argue back. Okay? So biggest advice is to cut people out that are not in understanding or aligning with what you're wanting to do. Okay. All right. So who am I on? Scorpio. What do we got for Scorpio? Sorry, I'm so new to these work readings. I don't do them very often, so just bear with me, guys. What do we got for Scorpio? Yeah, don't yell back. Because people are always like, well, they're in my ear, nonstop in my ear about this and that. I don't care. Go in a different room, lock the door, and if they really try to pull one on you, call the cops. Bye. Do not allow anyone to impact your energy. Don't do it. Don't entertain it. Don't stoop down to that level. You don't need to argue back with anybody. All right, so what do we have for Scorpio, universe, spirits, and guides? Scorpio's current energies. Whew. Current energy, Scorpio, is the Empress. What's good? Give me another card. Okay, with the Knight of Swords. So I feel like, Scorpio, you are completely in tune with yourself, okay? You definitely see a lot of potential in a direction, and I feel like you're ready and willing to do whatever it takes to make this work, okay? I feel like whatever situation you're currently in, you're nurturing it, you have a lot of faith in it, and you do realize your potential. You do. You realize your potential. You are the damn Empress, man. Even if you're a male, okay? You are the Empress. You don't need anybody by your side supporting you, cheering you on. You're just going for it, okay? You're going for it, is what I get with this. What is the biggest obstacle for Scorpio, universe, spirits, and guides? 9 of Cups is the biggest obstacle. So yeah, like I said, you don't got anybody on your side cheering you on. But like I said, I don't feel like you're bothered by it. I feel like you have a very set goal as to what you're doing with yourself and your life. And with the 9 of Cups, I feel like that is your biggest obstacle. But I feel like there's a part of you that knows that. You need to understand that this is your dream. There's dreams and wishes that you want fulfilled. There's desires that you want to fill. So the obstacle is simply to know that you are 100% in control of your outcome. You are accountable for your outcome, and where you end up, it's on you. But I feel like you're good with that. You're good with that. You realize your potential. You're ready to take action. You're ready to make the calls. You're ready to do whatever it is you need to do. And if you're not ready right now, well, you best be, because you got dreams to fill, Scorpio. Okay? And I feel like right now the main obstacle is just trusting in yourself enough to fulfill them and continue to pursue. There's so many people that quit way too soon because they don't see results in like a week, okay? Or they don't get a call back in like a week, whatever it may be, You just got to keep going, So your focus needs to be the 8 of Swords in reverse. Give me another card. So coming out of your head, stop overthinking a situation. One more card for Scorpio's focus, please. And the 4 of Cups in reverse. So you may have had a situation happen, Scorpio, in the past where something did not work out the way you had hoped. Okay? And you may be starting to wonder in some circumstances in this situation that maybe this isn't going to work out. Okay? And you're starting to doubt yourself. And I feel like with the 4 of Cups in reverse, there has been definitely something you have been holding on to way too long in the past. But this needs to be your focus, right? Detaching and stop waiting around for something that just was not panning out in the past. Even if that's emotionally detaching yourself from people, from relationships, from situations that do not support your greater good, just removing yourself from that, right? Realizing the truth in a past situation and simply learning from it, right? There's not one person, there's not one famous person or rich person that never had failures. Everybody has failures, more so than successes, right? We all fail way more than we succeed. Every single one of us, everyone. So your main focus needs to be not looking at the past as a failure, but more so something you learned from and grew from, and you're ready and willing to pave a new road here. Okay. And like I said, I feel like you have all the confidence and knowledge of your potential in regards to this situation. It's just about keep on keeping on. Keep on keeping on. Okay. I love it when I come on late and there's so many trolls. Oh, hottie videos, guys. Hottie videos. What's good? Titties. It's so late, guys. Titties. Anyways, sorry, that's so inappropriate. If you're a Leo, Virgo, which zodiac sign? You can watch your sun, moon, and rising. So Sagittarius. Oh god. Anyways, what do we have for Sagittarius? But I'm both for. What do we have for current energies for Sagittarius, universe, spirits, and guides in their work life? Oh, that's way too many, guys. What do we have for current energies for Sagittarius in their work life? Oh, damn. Hot damn, Sagittarius. What's good? We have the Strength card and the King of Pentacles. You are taking charge, taking control in your work department. This is you taking risks left, right, and center. You know you got bills to pay. You know you got people that rely on you. You may have children. You realize that you got responsibilities, okay? And this is you putting yourself out there with that Strength card. This is also you impressing people, doing things that people may not expect you to do. Maybe you're even impressing yourself, like, damn, I'm pretty badass, okay? So yeah, I feel like currently, Sagittarius, you are definitely doing what it takes to get the results you are wanting. So kudos, okay? What is the biggest obstacle for Sagittarius? Oh, it's too many. What is the biggest obstacle? What is the biggest obstacle for Sagittarius, universe, spirits, and guides? The Lovers in reverse. Okay, so in regards to work, guys, this is you having a hard time making the right decisions for your soul. You're having a hard time aligning yourself with your higher purpose. Yeah, you're being badass right now. You are. You're being badass. You're getting shit done. But when this is your biggest obstacle, what I see is right now, Sagittarius, you're aiming for short-term success or short-term acknowledgement. Maybe right now you're really feeding off the support of others, or you're feeding off the acknowledgement of others, or maybe you're just simply impressed with yourself. But for the long run, it's not going to pan out if you're not connecting with yourself, because there's not going to be any reasoning or meaning behind what you're doing. So right now, like I said, you're badass, but make sure the decisions you're making, the life shifts you're making, you know, if you're going to school, make sure you're doing it 100% because you want to do it. Because if you don't, you're going to bite yourself in the butt 2 years later when you're bored as hell, realizing that this isn't what you want to do. Okay. So yeah, you're being pretty badass right now, but make sure whatever you're doing right now, you're doing it because you want to do it, not because people will recognize it. It will surprise people, right? Make sure you're doing everything you're doing right now in work, Sagittarius, because your soul needs it. It connects with you on all levels, right? Because right now that's your biggest obstacle, right? You're having a hard time making the right decisions for your spirit and for your soul. And like I said, that could turn out to you being depressed as hell in like a year, you know? So just be wary of that. I feel like overall you are being pretty badass right now. So I don't want to break that or take that away from you. So what should Sagittarius's main focus be? So right now your main focus needs to be walking away from that wishful thinking type of energy. So right now I feel like you're doing what's necessary, not necessarily what your dreams and actual goals are. And like I said, that's not going to work out long term because you're not actually going to be happy. So you may do it, but you're going to be depressed as hell. Okay, so right now you need to walk away from the idea that something is wishful thinking. With the Nine of Cups in reversed as well, this may be saying that you're getting your fill, you may be getting your dose of like, yes, you know, from people that are proud of you. And there's nothing wrong with that. But we have to be in a position, every single one of us watching needs to be in a position where when we succeed at something, all we need is ourselves to be like, yeah, man, that was awesome. We don't need anybody to be like, that's good. Good job. You know, it doesn't freaking matter if people like it or not. We are freaking proud that we did it. And that's where we all need to be, really. So right now I feel like you're doing things because it fills some form of happiness within you when people acknowledge it or when people see you do it. like I said, this is all about making decisions in regards to your work that connects with you and that has true meaning and reasoning behind it. So it's, so you're not counterproducting your future, okay? Because I feel like if you continue to do this and you continue to make decisions because it'll impress people or whatever it is, it's going to cause long-term self-sabotage, right? So like I said, just walk away from the idea that whatever you originally wanted to do is wishful thinking, right? And to stop doing things to impress people. And you may not be doing things to impress people. That's not what I'm saying. But sometimes we can get caught up in this idea that this is what I'm meant to do. This is what people expect from me. And it's just, we feel proud to have this certain job on our Facebook page because it's such a respected position or whatever it is, You just have to do things because you want to do it, or you will be unhappy, is all I'm saying. So that's all I got to say. Yeah, man, I'm a night person, though, to be real with you. I'm a night person. That's where all my, like right now, I was originally going to be doing something else, but my mic broke, so I'm like, shit, that's okay. Okay, so what do we have for Capricorn? What do we have for Capricorn? What are Capricorn's current energies in regards to their work? So we have the Seven of Wands and the Nine of Swords in reverse, Capricorn. So no more playing games with yourself here. No more overthinking. This is you fighting for what you know is possible. Okay, or if you're in a position right now, whatever it is you're doing right now, you are working. You are very determined. You're unbothered by people that hate on it. You're unbothered by the opinions. You're unbothered by pretty much everything. You're coming out of your head here in regards to stress, and you're pretty much just working for what you want right now, Capricorn. Okay, it's pretty good energy. You're not really stressed out too much in regards to work. Okay, what is the biggest obstacle right now for Capricorn? Ten of Wands and the Eight of Cups. So I feel like right now, Capricorn, the biggest obstacle for you is walking away from something that is just not fulfilling you anymore. That could be even a person or expectations that you have held in regards to a certain position. But I feel the Ten of Wands is about being willing to understand that there's a position or there's a destination that you're wanting to get to, and realizing that that decision that you made subconsciously is going to require it's going to require the responsibility. It's going to require a lot of work. And the Ten of Wands can be looked at as a bad card. But I feel like right now, this is you recognizing past scenarios that has happened in your life, okay? Maybe you quit something in the past and it didn't make you feel too good in the long run, And this is walking away from the old you. This is walking away from dealing with situations in a similar way and realizing that if you want something, you're going to have to carry all that on your own. If you want something, you're going to have to take on all that responsibility on your own. You're going to have to be accountable for yourself. No, there may not be anyone helping you hold those sticks, but this is what you wanted. This is why you're fighting so hard for it, because you're walking away from an old you. You're walking away from past situations that didn't work out because maybe you walked away from it too early, So I feel like right now your biggest obstacle is just realizing that, yeah, it's tough right now, but how else would it be? This is what you wanted. This is what you decided you wanted to do. This is about doing what you signed up for, and it doesn't matter how much you love your job. I'm not going to lie. And as much as I am for like always being happy and doing what makes you happy, it doesn't matter what you do. There's always going to be shitty parts of it. It's about whether the pros outweigh the cons. And I feel like right now it's a little bit tough. You may have a lot on your plate, but it's because that's your destination point. There's a reason that you're doing this, this, and this, right? So I also feel like you're recognizing past cycles that has happened and realizing that that's not who you are anymore and that's not how you want to handle the situation. Okay, so what should the main focus be for Capricorn? So we have the Knight of Swords in reversed and the Ten of Pentacles in reversed. So Capricorn, I feel like you're not speaking up here in a situation, especially if this is a relationship. That could be maybe what you need to walk away from, to be honest with you. And I'm not really bringing up love or relationships in this video, but I feel like there's a lack of balance and a lack of teamwork in a current foundation that continues to give you more than you signed up for, okay? And you're not speaking on it, okay? And I feel like right now you really need to open up, or at least be truthful with yourself and be truthful with the people around you to step it up. If you're doing your part, like what, people are just gonna sit around and just taking the checks or whatever it is. I feel like Capricorn, you know, there's no balance in your current situation or in your family life right now. There's no balance with the people that you're working with. There's a lack of stability and a lack of growth because of it. And you really need to speak up about it. And I feel with the Knight of Swords in reverse, you have been holding back, but the Knight of Swords in reverse is actually really immature energy. It's someone that can sometimes speak before they think, or they kind of have temper fits because they're holding all this oppressed negativity and oppressed hatred for circumstances around them, that it comes out very immaturely. And I feel like right now there's a need to acknowledge the lack of balance and teamwork in your current space and realize that you don't have to have people in your life right now. You don't have to have them. So if there's no balance, if there's no teamwork, you have the right to speak on it, right? Because right now you are carrying everything on your own, and that's okay for you if that's your goal, but you shouldn't be picking up everybody else's pieces too, right? So I feel like right now, to take some burdens off you, just to speak up and to speak truth, to speak it in a very balanced vibration. And what you don't have the right to speak up, you don't have the right to speak your truth and how you feel about a situation if you're speaking it calmly. Yeah, you do, you know? So there's definitely a lack of growth, or something's not growing to its fullest potential because there's a lack of teamwork. There's a lack of harmony. Okay, and I'm not saying you should walk away from your person, but you at least need to have a conversation, right? About the unjust nature in the circumstance, okay? You split up last week. Okay, I need to. All right, who am I on? Aquarius. Hey, Mika. What do we have for Aquarius in regards to work? I don't normally do work readings, guys. I'm just doing this because why not? Why not? What do we have for Aquarius? What is Aquarius's current energies in regards to work? Ooh, Two of Swords in reverse. So you're definitely coming out of your head in a situation here. Give me another card. Ooh, damn. Eight of Swords in reverse and the Two of Swords in reversed, Aquarius. Yeah, I feel like right now you are ready, willing, and accepting of any new journey, of any new opportunities, of any added extras in your current situation. You're definitely coming out of your head here. You're not stressing so much about whether something will work out. You're not worried if it will work out. You're not restricting yourself anymore. And you may have been cutting people short or cutting yourself short in the past, but you're no longer doing that. You've made a decision that this isn't something I need to stress about. Life's not that complicated. I'm just going to go for it. So I feel like there's definitely something here, Aquarius, that you are just going for. That's 100% coming out of your head here. Okay. What is the biggest obstacle for Aquarius? What is the biggest obstacle for Aquarius, universe, spirits, and guides? Biggest obstacle. Judgment in reverse. So I feel like you may have been making a lot of assumptions or judgments. There could be something you're not seeing clearly as well. Tell me about the Judgment in reverse for biggest obstacle. With the Three of Cups. So you could have a lot of people in your space, Aquarius, friends, partners, whatever it may be, that could be really distracting you from your focus. So keep that in mind. You may be very tempted to pull away from your goals, pull away from the to-do list, pull away from your highest potential because of temporary happiness, because of parties, because of fun, because of comfort, possibly, you know? And I feel like there's definitely something or someone you're not seeing clearly in your work situation. I feel like there's someone or a group of people, or there's definitely someone pulling you away from your focus. I need another card. With the Four of Cups, yeah, you got some low vibe people around you, Aquarius, okay? You got some low vibe people around you. This could be you as well, just overthinking, feeling like you're not good enough. The Four of Cups, you know, she kind of has that look like she's insecure with herself or not confident. She's not good enough to take that cup. So you could just be looking at yourself in a very tough way or being very self-critical. But with the Three of Cups, I honestly feel like this is people in your space that is kind of in this energy that continuously pulls you from this determined energy into this like, oh, I'm not good enough, or this person or people cause you to overthink a situation here, Aquarius. Okay, especially if it's friends. I mean, when you develop friendships, sometimes these people know an old you. And if you don't want to be that person anymore, you can't rely on these people to understand the new you. And don't act like you can't be a new you, because you can change who you are. You can be a completely different person. You know, if you change your mindset, if you change your actions, you are a completely different person. And I feel like right now there's a need to be different or approach situations differently, but you constantly overlook the potential, or you overlook the distractions, because these people do bring positivity in your life, but it's like it constantly pushes you down. It like makes you think smaller than you want to. Okay, so this is Rose trying to explain things. But anyways, so yeah, I feel like there's some low vibe people, Aquarius, in your space, and just be careful that they don't distort your vision or distort your focus, because they're causing you to not see something clearly. And like I said, it's no one's fault but your own if you allow that to impact you. So make sure you know that, right? You're 100% in control of how you approach situations and what you allow into your energy space, right? So don't allow anyone to think that what you're doing is a joke or it's a bad idea, because that's your biggest obstacle right now, is that low vibe energy that is in your space. And I do feel like it's in a friend group, or it's in a group that you are around often, okay? All right, so what should Aquarius's main focus be? What should Aquarius's main focus be, universe, spirits, and guides? The Seven of Cups. Look at your options, okay? Look at your options. We have the Page of Pentacles right under the deck as well. Give me another card. Three of Pentacles and the Page of Swords. Oh, Five of Pentacles. Okay, so with the Knight of Cups. So I feel like, Aquarius, there's someone that is draining you. There could be someone that's literally robbing you. Or if they're not robbing you, this is someone that's depleting your pockets or depleting your energy. The Five of Pentacles can be about theft. But I feel like there's someone that is depleting your energy. Because they got their eye on you here with the Page of Swords. There's someone that's got their eye on you. They're trying to get in your space. They're trying to get into your head. And I feel like right now you really need to explore your options, because with that Knight of Cups is your focus. This is about connecting and being creative, allowing your thoughts to become reality, and allowing your ideas that you just come up with late at night to become realistic for you. Okay, so I do feel like your best focus right now should be exploring your options. And with the Page of Swords, it's maybe, you know, collabing with new people, or talking to new people, or or something like that. But with the Five of Pentacles, I definitely feel like you need to acknowledge someone in your current space that is draining you, that could be, you know, literally taking your money, or that's just depleting you in some way, shape, or form, that continuously puts you in this oppressed energy that blinds you of your highest potential, you know? Give me another card on the Seven of Cups. Yeah, there's something here you need to walk away from. And I do feel like it's low vibrational people, whether it's a friend group or a relationship, or just be careful if you work at an actual job to not get involved with the drama and the gossip starters and all those bullshit people that really have nothing better to do but talk shit about everybody but, you know, themselves. What's going on? 1,000 viewers. There must be like a glitch going on. It's like, sure as hell no, there's not that many people watching. Anyways, what do we have for Pisces? What do we have for Pisces, universe, spirits, and guides? What is Pisces' current energy in regards to work? Ooh, Tower in reverse wanted to come out, Pisces. Give me one more card, please. And the Seven of Pentacles. So I feel like you're realizing that change is needed right now, Pisces. Pisces, sorry, it's late. You're realizing that change is needed. You've kind of entered this reflecting period where you're reflecting on what's going good, what's not going good, what maybe needs to shift. But there is a part of you that is nervous to start from ground zero. So you may even be talking yourself out of those much needed shifts or decisions that will enable a new foundation or something more solid and beneficial for your soul and your mind and all that good stuff. But with the Seven of Pentacles, currently you are definitely reflecting here. You're analyzing your current situation and really just absorbing it. Like, is this working? Is this giving me what I'm needing right now? But there is also a part of you that continuously backtracks your steps because you are fearing change. And no matter what we're planning, or no matter what we're thinking about, if we have any form of fear in our subconscious, we will naturally talk ourselves out of that new idea being an idea in itself. So just be careful that you're not fearing change if you feel like there may be a change that's needed, okay? Because every action stems from either a desire or fear, okay? So, oh my God. What is their biggest obstacle right now? What is Pisces' biggest obstacle? Knight of Swords, taking charge of your life. Okay, give me another card. To me, the Knight of Swords as well, it's about determination as well. Okay, and the Sun card. Aw, Pisces, what's good? So yeah, I feel like your biggest obstacle right now is taking charge in your life that's going to move toward a more positive direction, that's going to allow you to enjoy the simple things. I feel like there is a part of you, Pisces, that has been really, covering a part of yourself that is your natural self, that makes you happy. And this is also about connecting with yourself and connecting with the simple things that do make you happy, whether that's music or art or whatever it may be. The Knight of Swords is also about being honest with yourself, being truthful with yourself and others, to allow yourself to move toward a more positive direction. I just got to clarify the Sun card. Why is the Sun card here? With the Hermit and the Ten of Cups in reversed. So I feel like you have really been retreating the past little while. You have really been analyzing your current situation, and you're realizing that it's not fulfilling you. There's either a marriage or a relationship, some form of foundation that is no longer fulfilling you, because moving toward happiness, moving toward something that will bring you an immense amount of luck is your obstacle. So why are you talking yourself out of happiness when you're not fulfilled in your current situation? With the Hermit card here as well, you may be struggling to understand what truly is your happiness, especially if you've been in a relationship for like 10 plus years, whatever it is. You may have lost yourself somewhere down along the line, and you're still struggling to understand what is the right decision. You may feel like happiness isn't logical as well, so that's a big possibility. What should Pisces' main focus be? What should Pisces' main focus be? King of Swords. So I want to say, like, really getting into like this new powerful energy. The King of Swords can be literally an external person that can come into your life to help you, that can come into your life to really guide you on a right direction. So if you have been considering turning to someone for advice, do it, right? But I feel like this is more so you speaking facts, you speaking truth. The King of Swords, he's not a harsh guy. We're not talking about the King of Swords in reverse, right? He's not harsh. He just speaks facts. He knows exactly what he wants. He has clarity on at least what he wants to feel. Like, say if you're in a relationship and you don't really know what it is you're wanting or needing, but it's at least being honest with yourself and your partner about what it is that isn't going well for you right now. Okay, not playing the front anymore, not playing the game, not acting like you are happy beyond can be. I was gonna say something else, but anyway, this is work, Rose. Just being honest with your partner, right? Just speaking facts. Yeah, with the Four of Pentacles in reverse, I feel like you have been, and the Eight of Swords in reverse, you really need to come out of your head here. Take off that blindfold. Allow yourself to speak truth. Don't be timid to your own truth. There's nothing wrong with going to your partner. And I say this all the time. Just speak it. Just speak it. Let the words come out of your mouth. What are you feeling, Pisces? What do you feel like you need? Or if you don't know what you need, what do you feel like isn't working anymore? Just speak up. Don't fear losing someone or a situation because you're speaking your truth. Right? Because the longer you hold back in fear of losing something, the less you're going to get in the long run. Okay. And I always say this because I've realized just in my lifetime, I've been in a 12-year relationship and I've seen other people go through situations. The biggest setback, what I see, is just partners not being honest with each other. And there's no reason and no love of such where you need to shut your mouth. You just need to be honest with people. It's just life, okay? If you're feeling a certain way, if you need to get something off your chest, then do it. You don't need to freak out about it. You don't need to let yourself get built up till you like freak out and start hitting things. No, just like be like, this is how I feel, And if your partner has a problem with how you feel, then you don't want that person in your life anyway. Okay? So I feel like right now you just really need to be honest with yourself and the ones around you with, this isn't really working for me anymore. You're realizing, and you've been evaluating the situation for quite some time, that this isn't bringing in the results I'm wanting. And this is, what I'm hoping to see in the future for changes. And, I don't get life sometimes. Like, I look at the world so weird and I see situations, and even in my past, like, it blows my mind how much, crap and shit I put up with. But life's too short to sit in lies. Okay, whether you're in a job, and this is for everybody, whether you're in a job or relationship, life is way too short to sit in lies. Just speak your mind. Like, say what you're feeling, what you're thinking. And if you're with someone that takes your truth personally, as if you are like attacking them on a personal level, like, that's something that they need to learn from. They need to grow up. Or if you are someone that takes everything really personally, and I'm not saying you should let someone call you a bitch and call you this and that, but if someone is just speaking facts, you need to accept that, because would you want someone to turn you down when you need to speak your truth? So any relationship, there needs to be a open room for communication and truthful communication. right? I'm scared to reach out. Life is so interesting though, guys. It is interesting, but it's so fun. Like I look at it like this is so fun. Like I can literally go and do and try to do whatever I freaking want to do. Like this is what I get to do. Like this is fun. Don't hold yourself back because you're scared to speak up or you're scared to be truthful. Like how I look at it. Like if you've seen, say if you've seen someone in New York City and they were being a fool, okay? They were being a fool. Maybe they're running around the town in their bikini, who knows, right? They were just making themselves look crazy. You may have laughed at them. You may have said, "Oh, that person's crazy." But did you go about your day? Did it really impact you? Now, when we do things, we got to realize that even if people talk shit about us, it doesn't really impact them. They don't actually care. And we have to realize as well that the people that are talking shit about us are people that don't have a life themselves, or they wouldn't be talking shit about them. So you have to change your perspective always. And eventually you'll just start seeing things that you never seen before. And you realize that life is pretty freaking fun. You know, like I could sit here and I could just be a fool right now. And there will be people that think I'm crazy, but at the end of the day, you guys are gonna go to bed, I'm gonna go to bed, and it doesn't really matter, does it? Life is fun. Seriously. Like when you're 80 years old, you're gonna be hating yourself for not taking some of the opportunities you could take right now because you're not gonna care when you're that old. And you gotta think like that right now. Like, don't give a shit. Like I could say whatever I want right now. And if anybody has a problem with it, then why are they here? You know what I'm saying? Like you guys gotta like speak up. Go do whatever you want to do. You want to be a singer, you want to be this, you want to be that. Well, go do it. You know, go do it. Like seriously, or you will regret it. Why am I keep seeing people's names everywhere I go? I don't know what you mean. What you mean, girl? Should toughen up. Like, yeah, like first of all, you have to understand that like people's opinions of you, unless they're constructive, unless you have someone on your side that's just authentically giving you constructive criticism or trying to help you, right? If you're open to that, then fine. But overall, if people are hating on you, like who cares? You have to always understand that it doesn't matter if people think you're weird. It doesn't matter if people think you suck. It doesn't matter if people are laughing at you. Like you literally have to not care about anyone's opinions. You know, it only has an impact on you if you allow it to have an impact on you. Exactly. You know, like for example, I'm one of those people, like I'm always thinking of ideas and like brainstorming. I've always been like that, you know. And years ago, every time I had an idea, I would always go to my sister. I would like, you know, sis, like look at this, or like I'd always go to my sister with my ideas. And I eventually realized that every time I went to my sister with my ideas, I always left the conversation not doing it, or I felt bummed out because my sister and me are totally different people. We don't have the same vision. We don't see things the same way. So why the hell would I go to my sister looking for some form of approval when she's totally different than me? You know, you can't expect someone else to have the same excitement and passion for your vision. And that's okay. You know, it's okay. You don't need anybody to see it. You just got to show people, and the right people will like it. You know, I mean, tarot, for example, I don't have one single person in my personal life that gives a shit about tarot. Okay. Not one. Like, I'm just saying, okay. Like, I could talk about a specific person in details, but I'm not gonna. But I don't have one specific person that actually gives a shit about tarot in my personal life. I don't give a shit. You know, I'm not going to go to them and be like, look at this tarot channel, you know, because I know they're not going to care. And that's okay, you know. Or same with music. I'm starting music now. I know people make fun of me, just like people made fun of me when I started tarot, but who cares? You know, I've honestly got to the point where I purposely do things because I know people won't like it, just because it does become addicting. So you got to be careful of that too, right? But just don't care. Just don't care. That's all I'm saying. And if you recognize that people don't have your best interest or don't get excited for the same things you do, stop going to them. Stop looking for approval because they're just going to bring you down. And if you're in a relationship, maybe I know a few people that are just starting YouTube channels. Maybe you're in a relationship and you're starting a YouTube channel and you have your partner in your ear making fun of you or trying to trash you or trying to bring you down. It doesn't matter. That's not an excuse. It's not an excuse. If someone is in your ear nonstop going on about this and that, and you have to be there for the kids or whatever it is, that's not an excuse to not do it. It's your responsibility to know what it is you want. It's not theirs. So just always understand that and just ignore the haters. There's that quote that the haters are my motivation. Don't let your haters be your motivation. Just let you be your motivation. Let your haters just be bygones. Like, forget about them. I'm really curious about your music. Oh, I know, man. I got the song. It's a pump up song, man. And I got the song done. It's just me adding the lyrics. And that's actually what I was going to do tonight. And I went to record and the mic would not work. I've been using multiple programs. I've been using Rollins and Beats. I've been using Audacity. I've been using I tried to use Logic Pro, but it's too expensive right now. I've just been using a bunch of programs. I've been getting like sound effects from GarageBand, but anyways, I got my song made. Okay, I just got to add my lyrics, but I had to actually buy a mic that was suiting for the program. But I'm excited. So hopefully that will be out in like a week or two. But see, I want to create a music video too, so I'm a little bit of a perfectionist. But I think I'm gonna upload it on this channel, but I'm also gonna upload it on my second channel, and then so I can put that in like the music algorithm, because right now, if I upload music on this channel, it's not gonna be in the right algorithm to actually, get where it needs to be. So I try to rap over YouTube beats in my videos, and I made most of them private due to feeling shy about myself. Oh man, John, come on, don't do that. Listen, I suck at rapping. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not the greatest, but I'm still gonna do it. John, you just gotta be comfortable with yourself. Like, and I know that's easier said than done, maybe, but you just gotta not care and realize that the people that you may be trying to impress are people that don't deserve any time in your life. What really woke me up is there has been certain people in my life that I spent a lot of years trying to impress. And I realized that even when I did succeed at something, they didn't care. you know, so what am I doing? You just got to do things for you because, like I said, you'll pick up the right people. You know, I still do it. I love it, but I made most private. Don't make it private, man. Have you seen the shit I've uploaded? Man, I uploaded myself rapping to Eminem like a poser. Like, who cares? Like, I don't know. I understand that not everybody like thinks that way, but like, I don't even know how to explain it. Just don't care. Don't care about what people think. Don't restrict yourself. Live your life. That's right. Like seriously, like just don't care and expect haters. That's just part of the thing. But realize their opinion doesn't matter at all. She can't be a Scorpio. Anyways, guys, I think I'm gonna get out of here. This was fun. I like chit chatting with you guys. I don't feel like this was the best of my reading videos, but that's okay. I tell you this out of love. What you are involved in is demonic. The Bible condemns tarot as a form of adultery and divination. Please repent and turn to the Lord Jesus Christ. Sorry. Listen, Jamal, I just gotta say, listen, I was brought up in church. Did you know Jamal? Is that what your name was? Jamal. Do you know I used to teach youth services? I used to be very involved with the church. I am very well aware of church and the Bible. I was forced to read the Bible multiple times with our little paper and our verses to keep track with our verses. But the Bible is, to me, it's not useless, but I do feel like the Bible is very metaphorically speaking on the universe, because in reality, if it wasn't, it wouldn't make sense. Because if we're not supposed to put any God or make anyone an idol, then what the hell is Christians doing? They're putting, this is how I live, okay? Listen, I don't believe in anything. I don't believe in anything. I believe in me. I believe in my spirit. To be honest with you guys, if you notice on my channel, I don't even use archangel cards. I don't look to any spirit except my own. Okay? I don't look to archangels. I don't look to any form of religion. I don't praise Buddha. I don't praise anyone but the light that exists for all of us. Like, what else do you want to call it? You know? And anything I do, there's lots of things I do. Even rituals, for example. I do rituals, but I don't go on YouTube and YouTube like whatever ritual. I do a ritual that my spirit wants to do, my spirit created, my spirit says this is how I do it, because I don't want to follow anyone. Honestly, I don't want to follow anyone or anything. And in reality, if we're going to talk about biblical terms, that would be technically how we're supposed to do it. Not follow anyone, not put anyone up on an idol. We all have the universe within us, and there's no need to follow anyone specifically except yourself. You know, you can take everything that people say with a grain of salt, and you can listen to people and hear what people have to say. But as soon as you follow someone or something, you're opening yourself up to possession, because you no longer have a spirit of your own, only a spirit of one that has created. So anyone that has created Buddhism, or if you follow Buddhism, and I'm not hating on anybody, I used to, like I said, I used to teach youth services. I understand biblical terms. I've had to memorize so many Bible verses. I'm just saying that if you're following something because they say this is how you do it, this is how it's done, well, guess what? You're no longer a spirit. You're just someone else's spirit that created that religion and those rules and those policies and those, whatever it is. You're no longer your spirit of your own. And because of that, you're now a vulnerable spirit that will do and say anything because this person says so. So what is that? You're possessed. That's why so many religious people are caught being pedophiles. And don't get me wrong, I've had many experiences with that in my childhood, and all of them were Christians. And that's why so many people that follow different gods are opened up to all these demonic situations and circumstances, because they're no spirit of their own. They don't understand their own spirit, only the spirit that they're following, which is what? Possession. I don't follow anyone, man. I don't follow any guru. I don't follow any religion or this or that or archangel this and that. I just follow me. I just do what my spirit wants to do, because my spirit said this is what I do. That's it. Because I'm not opening myself up to anything. I do tarot because I want to do tarot. I don't follow tarot. I don't follow any rules. I don't follow any regulations. I do tarot. So, but yeah, that I don't even know how to explain that. Like, I considered doing a video on it, but like, honestly, like, why must people, the reason why religion exists is because, people enjoy being a part of something. Do they not? People do. They enjoy being a part of something, but there's not enough people that enjoy being a part of their own spirit. You have to take pride in knowing that you are powerful as one. You don't need to follow anyone. And I'm not saying to be rude. I respect all religions. I respect anyone that wants to follow a religion. I don't care. Do whatever you want to do. People got to figure it out on their own. And I've realized that. And that's why I don't really spend a lot of time on my channel preaching, because I realize every single thing that I have learned in my life, not one person has told me anything valuable that I've learned. I had to come to terms with it myself over patterns and repeating cycles and reflecting on situations and just using common sense. I mean, religious people, look, just picture, if you were the only person in this world, okay, if you were the only person in this world, what would you be doing with yourself? Would you be following something? That's how I look at it. Like, it doesn't make sense that people feel like we have some strange destiny other than to exist in the spirit that already exists within us. Our spirit, our biggest obligation and responsibility in our life is to live the spirit that we already have. And it's very powerful. We all have a very powerful spirit that we all need to live in. And that's the only responsibility we have in this world. And to think that we are responsible to follow anything other than ourselves doesn't make any sense. What if there was no one else in the world? What if it was like The Walking Dead and there was an apocalypse or something, and there was no one else in the world? What the hell would you do then? Okay. What would you do? It doesn't make any sense. Don't tell me about this witchcraft bullshit. Do you know what witchcraft is? Do you know what black magic is? It's messing with your head. It's messing with your energies. That's all it is. If you don't, that's people try to put this like fanciness on witchcraft and black magic, but the fact that they're telling you they can do black magic, that's black magic in itself. They're putting a fear within you. They're messing with your energies. They're manipulating your energies. So as long as you're in a position where you don't let anyone mess with your energy, you don't let anyone fear you, you don't let anyone use you or put you in a position where you're acting out of fear, then you're no longer a part of black magic. You can't let black magic impact you. So don't play this bullshit on me like, oh, I can do black magic. I can do this and that. No, all they're doing is messing with your energy. They're messing with your mind. That's like the world in itself. Commercials, movies, what do you think they do? It's black magic. They're manipulating energies. They're pulling at your energy fields. They're pulling at your emotions, your feelings. They're getting you involved in music based off experiences. They're repeating negative experiences like the ghetto, stuff like that. They're hitting a sensitive part in your energy. And what is that? It's magic. That's all black magic is. That's all magic ever will be. And as long as you don't let people mess with your head and mess with your energy, no one can touch you. And that's why I always say nobody can touch you if you don't let people get into your head. Okay? So when people say they're a witch, you know, and when people say that they can do black magic, when people say this and that, all they're saying is they're really good with getting in people's heads. That's all they're saying. They're full of shit, okay? Sorry, excuse my language, but it is what it is. You can't mess with my spirit. You can't mess with my energy. Just think about it. If black magic really existed, okay? Look at Donald Trump. Look at anybody. You think people want to try to mess with him? People can't mess with you. And celebrities, how do they mess them? How do they mess with them? How do they control them? They control them because they get in their head, they blackmail them, they hit all these sensitive parts. You know, they make them do crazy shit and they blackmail them. That's black magic. So that's, you know, they talk about this bullshit, the Illuminati and shit like that, which is stupid. Don't even pay attention to that mess. The Illuminati is something, it's like a diversion. Okay, it's a diversion. And I'm not saying the Illuminati doesn't exist, but it's definitely not like they make it out to be. There's definitely shitty things that goes on in that element of the world, but it's nothing you need to pay attention to because it's just a waste of energy, really. But black magic in the celebrity world, in your world, all it is people being able, we do magic. We're all spirits. We all have the light within us. All of us do magic to a point without even knowing. It's like in the Bible, if we're talking metaphorical terms, spirits do not know what they do. And when you say, if you just broke up with your boyfriend, right? Say you just broke up with your boyfriend and you have kids with this guy, okay? And when you use his kids against him, say if you're like, well, if we leave, I'm taking the kids. You're performing magic on your ex-boyfriend. You now got karmic blood on your hands, okay? And if you try to make him feel guilty or ruin his life because of what you're saying, you're putting blood on his hands, which is going to have a repercussion on you. So magic, if you perform magic, if you try to get in people's heads like that, if you're a manipulating fuck, that's going to come back to bite you and you're going to have a hard-ass life. That's all I'm going to say. I don't care if you believe in karma or not. If you mess with people's energies nonstop, it's going to come back to bite you. So, but all of us perform magic without even knowing it. We don't realize the power we have within us until you do, right? And when you do, you're held even more responsible for it. So when people say they can mess with your head, they can't. Or when people say that they can perform magic on you, they can try. They can sure as hell try, but don't let people think that they can get in your head, because as soon as you do that, you're now open to possession. You're now open for being mind fucked, and it's going to ruin your life. Okay? I used to think I'm the only one in my circle told me I overthink and complain about the life in the world. I used to think I'm the only one in my circle. No, I don't think the world is perfect either, but I'm here, you know, whether we all like the world or not, we're here. So if we're here, we might as well freaking enjoy it, you know, enjoy it. Don't get caught up with this nonsense mess of like this and that and this drama and that drama. When I look at people and they're talking crap about people, that's just people I don't want to be around, you know, because I know that they're attracting experiences that I don't want to be a part of. You know what I'm saying? So life's fun. You got to look at it like just an opportunity, and endless opportunities for experience. Okay. But yeah, don't let people get in your head, because you got to understand that our mindset and our vibration can literally create pain. Say if you're someone that's really gullible or vulnerable, and someone said that I just performed magic on you, and now you're going to have a headache for 2 weeks. You're probably going to have a headache for 2 weeks if you believe them. You know what I mean? Because now you're expecting it. Just don't let people get in your head. That's all I'm saying. Being like, hell no, you don't got control over me. You always got control over your spirit. And you always have to live, like the Bible says, for example, to live by your own conviction. Now, in the real world, since we're not following any idols, that's saying whatever impacts your energy, whatever convicts your energy, whatever makes you feel icky, you need to realize that for you, it doesn't matter if it impacts other people. Say if watching the news and negativity impacts you, then it's your responsibility to pull yourself away from that. Someone else could watch it and be 100% fine. But if it doesn't impact them, then it's not their responsibility to remove themselves from the situation. But if watching depressing news impacts you, then you got to remove yourself, right? You got to live by your own conviction. You got to live by what impacts you, and also understand that what impacts you may not impact other people. So to not judge, right? Because judging there's no reason for it. Because that judging people is like undermining the universe, undermining the diversity and individuality that we all have, right? What if I told you they will never find anybody better than me? And you guys, I'm gonna get out of here, guys. It is super late. I loved having this random chit chat with you guys, but I'm gonna get out of here. Just always know to follow your own spirit and to not give two shits about people's opinions, but to also don't confuse that, right? Always have respect for people. Always have respect for people, because you don't want to be putting karmic negative energies on someone else's hands. Like say if I say if I went on social media today and I seen someone and I didn't agree with whatever they were doing or whatever pictures they were posting, that's okay that I don't agree. But as soon as I start to try to hate on them, or as soon as I start to act like I know what's best for their life, that's when I'm undermining not only them, but I'm undermining myself. So you may feel like you're hating on someone else and you're causing damage for someone else, but all you're causing damage for yourself, because undermining them is undermining yourself, since we're all made of the same light. So you have to understand that too. You can't say that you know exactly what's best for someone in that moment in time on their journey, because you don't know where they're supposed to be at in their life. You don't know what they're supposed to be doing with themselves. You have to 100% know that you only need to focus on yourself and your own shit, and to love people. Yeah, love people. But that's it, right? Anyways, I gotta get out of here, guys. It is so late. Anyways, I love you guys, and I hope you got something from that whole conversation. See ya.